Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we completed our first chapter, that was accounting and its terminology. So in the first chapter you guys learned about the introduction, meaning of accounting, characteristics of accounting, objectives of accounting, benefits or advantages of accounting, limitations of accounting, qualitative characteristics of accounting, users of accounting and their needs, terminology of accounting, types of accounting, and the steps to prepare accounts. So now from today we are going to start with the second chapter, that is dual effects of transactions and types of accounts. In the second chapter you will be learning about the meaning of business transaction, classification of business transactions, identification of cash and credit transactions, voucher, dual effects of transactions, types of accounts, rules of debit and credit of accounts, and the steps of debiting and crediting of accounts. So let's start with the meaning of business transactions. So the first step for the preparation of accounts is the creation of transaction and its identification. So the first step for preparation of account is like a transaction. Creation of transaction means business have to done the transactions, various types of transactions, and their identification means identification of transactions. No transaction, no accounts means if there are no transactions, then there will be no accounts prepared. So the creation of transaction and its identification is the first step for the preparation of accounts. When the word transaction is used in accounting, means when the word transaction is used in accounting, it includes it means that it has to be business transaction. Means business transaction means the transactions done with the help of money, means the money should be involved. So it has to be business transactions. Second is it has to be economic transactions of business. Same, it should transactions should be done with the motive of earning profit. Third is economic transaction should have monetary value, means it should have a money value included. Fourth is business transaction can be in cash or in credit form. So there are business transactions can be done in two forms, that is cash or in credit form. Fifth is business transaction can be internal and business transaction can also be external. Internal means it can be done in the business or a company itself, and business transaction can also be external, transactions done outside the business. So business transaction means the exchange of product or services of business, exchange of product or services of business for cash or or on credit between two or more than two persons. So business transaction means exchange of product or services of business for cash and or in the credit between two or more than two persons. That is known as business transactions. Second is classification of business transaction. Second topic is classification of business transactions. Classification of business transaction means the classification of business transaction explains the types of business transactions and their characteristics. Means what type of business transactions has taken place, whether it is a cash transaction or whether it is a credit transaction, that is known as classification of business transactions. With the help of the classification, the difference between business transactions and non-business transactions can be understood. Only business economic transactions are recorded in the books of accounts. Non-economic transactions are not recorded non-economic transactions are not recorded in the books of accounts. The classification of business transactions can be presented as under. So, first is economic transaction. Under economic transaction, it includes cash or credit transaction viewpoint. Means it includes cash transactions, credit transactions, and other transactions. And under there could be an internal or external transaction viewpoint. Means internal transactions and external transactions. These cash and credit transactions and internal and external transactions come under the heading of economic transactions. Means business transactions are done with the cash or in the credit transactions, and non-economic transactions are not recorded in the books. Only economic and business transactions are recorded in the books of accounts. So under the heading of non-economic transactions, it includes following is the presentation in tabular form. So there is a business transaction. Business transaction is of two types: economic transactions and non-economic transactions. So under economic transactions, there are also two types: cash or credit transactions and internal or external transactions. Under cash or credit transaction includes cash transactions, credit transactions, and other transactions. And under internal and external transaction means there are two types: internal transactions and external transactions. These all come under the head of economic transactions, and non-economic transactions are not recorded in the books of accounts. So the illustrative explanation of the above stated types of business transaction is as under. So there is this is a detailed explanation for the economic transactions. So economic transactions means only economic transactions of business are recorded in the books of business. Those business transactions, the value of which can be measured in money form or cash, and where the exchange of money in cash is to be made immediately or in the future, is called economic transaction. The transactions at present keeping the proposed exchange of money in future, which creates a relation of debtor and creditor, are included in the economic transactions. Debtor and creditor are this is created when the exchange of money, means exchange of goods or products, are done in a credit form, means business transactions done with a credit form, then the debtor and creditor are created. So there are two important aspects of economic transactions. First one is exchange of cash for asset, goods, and cash. Means cash has to be paid for the purchase of goods, service, or assets. And second is creation of relationship of debtor and creditor for assets, goods, and services. Means goods or services sold on a credit. That is known as creation of relationship of debtor and creditor for assets, goods, or services. Out of these two conditions, if one condition is fulfilled, means out of these two conditions, either exchange of cash for assets, goods, and service, or either creation of relationship of debtor or creditor. So out of two, if any one condition is created or fulfilled, then the transactions can be measured in the terms of money, and consequently that transaction becomes the economic transactions. The core characteristics of an economic transaction is its value in money. Core means the main characteristics of economic transaction is its value in money. Economic transaction is recorded in the books. For example, Radheshyam is in the business of furniture manufacturing. Means Radheshyam is a business of furniture manufacturing. He purchased wood costing for rupees 30,000. This transaction is the transaction of business of Radheshyam. This transaction will be recorded by Radheshyam in his books because economic transactions can be classified as mentioned below. Means Radheshyam will record this transaction in the books of account because he has purchased wood of costing rupees 30,000, because in return he has paid cash. So cash, exchange of cash is created. So he will record this transaction in the books of accounts. So the economic transactions can be classified as mentioned below. The first is cash or credit transaction viewpoint. These transactions take place in three forms. First is cash transactions. Cash transaction means in this type of transaction money is paid or received for the exchange of assets, goods or services. Now let's see about cash transaction for assets. In this category, asset is purchased by the payment of money, or money is realized by the sale of assets. For example, furniture worth of rupees 10,000 is purchased for business. Now the cash paid and the asset is purchased. So 10,000 is paid and in return of that asset is purchased. And a scooter sold for rupees 40,000. So in this case asset is sold and cash is received. So that is known as cash transaction for assets. Now the second is cash transaction for goods. Goods is purchased in exchange of money, or money is realized from the sale of goods. For example, goods of worth rupees 15,000 is purchased in cash, or in other case goods worth of rupees 18,000 is sold for cash. Now the third type is cash transaction for services. So it means that cash is paid for acquired services or cash is received for provided services. For example, salary of rupees 12,000 paid to employees. So employee gives service. In return, employee gives service, and the brokerage received rupees 9,000. So broker provides the services. So there are three. These are all are known as cash transactions. Cash transaction for assets. Cash transaction can also be done for goods, and cash transactions done for services. So this was the explanation for cash transactions. Here is a one note that the meaning of service is in business transaction when money is paid or received in exchange for the work except physical asset, they are treated as services. Thus here the meaning of service is different. Now the fourth type is transaction for receivables and payables. Any amount which is outstanding to pay for assets, goods or services acquired in the past is known as payables. These are paid in present. Any amount which is outstanding to receive for assets, goods and services provided in the past is called receivables. These are received in present. For example, an outstanding payment, outstanding means udhari. So the outstanding payment of rupees 3,000 for goods purchased from Ramila is made. So the goods worth of rupees 4,000 was sold to Rashmi. So the outstanding amount is received in cash. Note here that instead of cash transactions, if transactions are made through checks, that is by bank, this is also included in cash transactions. So this means that in a cash transactions, if transactions are made through checks, that is by bank, then they are included in the cash transactions, not in the credit transactions. So payment by checks or by bank, these are included in the cash transactions, not in the credit transactions. So now we are going to stop here. In the next video we would be continuing with the second type of transaction, that is credit transactions. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.